Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast? The heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Gators line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. It's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch, called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this game.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Fakes his man out. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after him. On the run, still looking. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. He really couldn't have asked for better protection there. At some point, sometimes you just have to throw it away and live to play another down.
And you just got to feel that as a quarterback. When I pat the football and I'm going through my reads, at some point I got to go, okay, I got to get rid of this thing or take off. But the defense takes advantage and gets the sack.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand-new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
He's loose. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. At the 40, there he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Texas offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. And it'll be down right there. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got an open man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Looking to move it through the air. Fires on the run. He's got it down the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Dances away to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get the sack just like that.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. And it's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Gives it to the back on the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gators line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Motion from the offense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Got it in the middle. It's Boone. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 34 over Colorado State.
Unloads to the wideout.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the right side. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Quick handoff. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab over the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gators will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McCaffrey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man enough for the 1st. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll go to the ground. Lowers those pads. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking for an open man on second down. Now adjusting. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got him, and they convert. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Looking to go up top on first down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You've gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.